Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Hope your Wednesday's still going as well as I said earlier. This video talking a little bit about centre halves. We're talking in and out, okay? Not talking about Joe Rodon out, we're talking about a different centre half that has a slight market elsewhere. Obviously, I haven't watched the video earlier. I did release a video around the whole midfielder situation, that if one was to leave, one was to come in. Go have a look at it, see what you think of it, see what you think of some of the two names on the list. Do either tickle your fancy? Let me know. Hit me in the comment section over there. Anyway, talk a little bit around the centre-half position. Obviously, we know that Joe Rodon's gone out on loan. That's one of, I would say, three that would probably need to leave. But let's talk about one that might be coming in. Perr, Schuurs, okay? Now, he's the Torino centre-half, and it came from Fabrizio Romano, but I've got other people chiming in as well. So Fabrizio Romano saying that he is one of the options on the list that has been discussed internally by Tottenham. And Perr is also keen on the move. So that's always a good thing. Always a good thing, you know. It's nice to know that you feel wanted, you know, it's not a problem. Alistair Gold put in with Fulham's Tosin Adarabioyo understood at this point to prefer a move to Monaco with the more regular football that switch would bring. Schuurs is another whose Tottenham's data-led approach has flagged as perfect for Postecoglou. Postecoglou suggested that after the match last night that bringing in another centre-back will depend on outgoings. We know that. We've got a humongous squad, and I expect between now and the end of the month us shipping away 6 or 7 players, with also youngsters going on loan that deserve loan time. Nothing of that would shock me, to be honest. And then just to add one more little nugget onto the Schuurs information. So it came from Gary Jacob in the Times Sport, and he said that Tottenham wants to already step up their interest in Perr Schuurs if they can offload 3 unwanted centre-backs in Joe Rodon, done, Davinson Sanchez and Japhet Tanganga. You know who's coming up in the next bit then. After completing the signing of Mickey van der Ven for an initial 34 million from Wolfsburg, Spurs are planning on bringing in a second Dutch defender this month. You know, we were going through the Italian job, now we're going through the Dutch job. It's completely different. Torino have valued Schuurs at £28 million, not euros. I know we deal with a lot of rubbish within the Euro stratosphere, but it's pounds. And there is interest from supposed several Premier League clubs. Okay, so, right, lot to digest there. That's enough of me rambling of what people are saying. Let me tell you what I think. When I look at the, first of all, obviously he's interested in us. That's what Fabrizio Romano said. That's always a good sign, right? Always a good sign. Not a problem there. What Alistair Gold said was interesting. The whole data-led approach that he's flagged up on the system as someone that would suit us. Vicario potentially could have been that, but I do kind of feel like that's a Fabio Paratici signing. Maddison is a guy that Levy's wanted for years, so that's not really something there. Manor Solomon maybe could have been, but also he was free, so that's also another tick in the box there. Mickey van der Ven might have been probably the first guy I thought on that list that, maybe data-driven, he could be a guy on that list. Now, Perr could be the same thing. And I think when we look at the game last night and you look at some of the games that we played this summer, evidently having another centre-back coming in that you feel confident in, that is competent defending in space one-on-one with speed, it's crucial. You got Romero, who I really rate. I think has the ability to become absolutely mega as a centre-half. You got Van der Ven, who I think of in the same way, maybe just a level below Romero, because obviously Romero is Prem-proof and has been good in the Prem as well. When you think of then the backups on Dyer and Sanchez, Davies, it's just not it. It really isn't it, to be honest. I'm praying for no injuries, and Romero gets injured. Van der Ven, obviously young kiddie, might get injured as well, and then we're relying on guys that none of us really want to see because we've seen it for years and it's not been very good. Okay, so it's absolutely vital we get another centre half in, and this guy does look like he's got all the physical capabilities of being a top centre half in the Premier League. £28 million, you in and around that area is not bad value. I mean, we think if you're going to be moving, Sanchez is going to fetch you 10 million. Rodon's going to fetch you a few million just from the loan deal itself. Japhet Tanganga might reach you a few quid as well. You might nearly enough pay it off in just those 3 alone. Plus the wages you save on those 3, Schuurs not going to be earning 180 grand a week. That's not going to happen, is it? So that's always a good bit of news. We'll keep an eye on that because that's something that is definitely prevalent. But let's talk Japhet Tanganga. He's the other guy on the list that I was going to talk about. So let's start with Dimarzio, who have said that Inter Milan are targeting Japhet Tanganga. First contacts between the parties have taken place. Tottenham Hotspur are open to a loan. They're also open to a permanent as well. Let's not say they're not. And that's what Lyle Thomas said for Sky Sports, that he also said not only that, but also Galatasaray are interested in Japhet Tanganga. Just on that, I thought they were going for Davinson Sanchez. What's going on, lads? You can have both. You can have both. All right. You can have both. I'm sure he'll just about survive at Tottenham, you know. But in all jokes aside, again, another player that has a market. You know, I think we look at some of our players and kind of go, oh, is there a market? Is there this? Is there that? But actually, there definitely is. There definitely is. With Tanganga, you look at him as let's look at him as an athlete. Suits the one-on-one defending in space, you know, quite physical, all right in the air. He's not going to blow his socks off, but he's all right in the air. What he can't really do, and I think he struggles most with, is linking up play, where actually I've seen Sanchez this pre-season link up play quite well compared to Japhet, who, yeah, wasn't great against West Ham. Kind of got a little bit bullied as well by the West Ham striker. Can't remember his name. Don't shoot me on that. I just don't see it personally. I've never massively been a fan of Japhet Tanganga. I haven't personally, and it's not to say he's a bad player, but for where I want Spurs to go and be, I don't see him being a part of that. Same with Joe Rodon, same with Davinson Sanchez, same with Eric Dyer, same with Ben Davies. You know, Ben Davies is a good, capable hand if you're having him as a backup, left back or centre half. And in centre half position, 5th in that list. Left back, 3rd on that list, you know, just a body. But for me, I think we need to be moving Japhet Tanganga, moving Joe Rodon, moving Davinson Sanchez, and you get 25 million out of that, which would nearly enough pay for Perr shares, and that's balancing books. It allows you still to go in and get attacking option, like Gift Orban, Taremi, still alongside Veliz, but also it gives you an opportunity to go and get that midfielder that you want. You know, you are going to be losing players the African Cup of Nations this year, and the Asian Cup as well, as Son, Basuma, Pape Matar. I'll be interested to see what they do with Perisic. Do they maybe say Perisic could be a central midfielder? I don't know. I was impressed by him against Barcelona. Linked up well with a left back, you know, but Perisic can play quite a few different little positions as well as the attacking and fullbacks. So we'll have to wait and see on him. But maybe that's something we could look at. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section below around the Japhet Tanganga sale or loan. What would you prefer on that front? And Perr shares. There's a few of you I know in other videos who have definitely commented in the boxes below saying he's a good player, he'd suit us, he's this. You know, for the rest of you, go have a check him out if you want, but let me know what you think of him as well. I'm always keen to know. And at 28 million, is that a good deal? Subscribe to the channel if you are new and hit the bell notification for more. There should be hopefully another video come out later around a new bit of interest in a player. Interesting one, definitely to come. Anyway, I will see you, that's the end of the video, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, lads.